Just 3 feet to the cup. And that will do it. His work is done here. Well, Rich, it's fair to say that this player didn't quite have their best stuff this week.
Tough tournament all around for this player. Better days ahead for them, I'm sure.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. PGA Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are delighted to welcome you to today's event. Today's coverage of the Kelly Classic is set to kick off. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. Luke Helvey alongside Rich Beam, as always, in the booth. Pleasure of being here at Echo Park Golf Club. Rich, what are these players facing as they step up to this first tee?
Well, it's a really cool opening tee shot with the city views in the background. However, don't get lulled to sleep because you got to hit a good tee shot to avoid all 4 bunkers that dot this fairway, both right and left. Second shot slightly uphill to, again, a green that's well protected by bunkers both right and left. An opening par here is a fantastic score.
Can't wait to see how today's play plays out. Time to get to the action. That's not the shot they're after. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. And if this can go down, he'll save par. Just didn't drop. Starting the round above par today.
Yeah, but if you look how they played the hole, it was disastrous. Lucky to walk away with a bogey.
Let's see what happens here on the second hole. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. Not sure if they got that one flush. This might not find the fairway. Oh, Henny, that looks like a putrid lie. Is it bad?
Well, it's a little deeper into the rough, but it's sitting nicely. What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
Left yourself an opportunity. Oh, good look at birdie here. Oh. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Currently at +1 for the tournament.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing. Pretty good shot there.
Opting for the 9-iron. That's tidy. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Just hammered that through the line. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. Sitting at 1 over for the day.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Here we are at Echo Park Golf Club, the 4th hole, and it's a big brute of a par 4.
Off the tee, your eyes look down the left-hand side and see two massive bunkers and obviously the water. So anything right of that is just fine. If you find the fairway, second shot is downhill just a little bit to a long, narrow green that has got bunkers down the right-hand side. Distance control with that second shot is absolutely imperative if they want to have a good look at birdie.
This looks to be heading to the green. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
Just one off the lead after that hole. It's time to...
Now, next hole, looking for more.
That should set up another chance.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
That was a gallant attempt. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. And down it goes. Currently has a share of second place.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Nicely done. Time for the second shot here at the 6th. Okay, that'll work.
Would need something special to happen to get the birdie here.
A bit long on that one. Putting for par.
So far, so good.
That's a good putt to make, that one. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole. Found the green side rough. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Okay, steady now. Putting for a par now. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. Let's see what happens here at the 8th. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. That should find the sand. A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
This putt for par here. Was on a good line. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Just 2 shots back after that hole. Here we are at the final hole on the front 9. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Well, at least it's on the green. That's the positive.
Outside chance for birdie here, Luke.
Ouch, that hurts. That'll sting a bit. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Sitting at 1 over for the event. Let's see what happens here at the 10th hole. That's some good golf right there. getting ready to play their third. 2 strokes off the lead. I've seen worse looking swings in a playground. From the sand, are they able to get up and down? Chance to move up into the top 20 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make here. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Bogey putt coming up here. It'll be frustrating, inches from making that putt. Now 4 back after that hole. The 11th at Echo Park is a par 4 stretching at 430 from the back tees.
Just a slight bit uphill off the tee shot. Find a spot at that far bunker, Luke, that you want to aim at and go ahead and turn it loose. From there, second shot goes over a nice little meandering stream that wanders throughout the golf course to a green, clover-like in appearance, but I gotta say, this is really one of the coolest holes on the golf course. I love it.
That's a good-looking shot there. Oh, 13-footer coming up here.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Oh, so close. Well holed. Let's move on. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Going with the 8-iron here. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Well, the 13th hole here at Echo Park Golf Club is not as kind. A big hole at 504 from the tips.
Well, thankfully, it's slightly downhill off the tee, but yes, avoid those bunkers down the right-hand side, and of course, that meandering brook that is a feature of this golf course. Big hitters can actually take it over everything down that right-hand side, but that's for the brave few. Second shot, downhill slightly to a massive green. Just some big bunkers on the left-hand side, but plenty of bailout room over to the right.
This one's going right at the pin here. Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. Oh, that's too bad. 5 feet coming up to the cup. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole. Oh, well done. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. That one seemed to get away from them, Rich. Oh, no one likes a plug lie. Really, just getting it out of the bunk is a big deal here. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole.
Yeah, good bunker shot there. Nothing left for the par.
This one's dialed in. Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. Currently at +3 for the round. This hole is a par 4. Ah, that's not the shot he was hoping for. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
Needs this one to kick right. Good shot there. Setting up here with a very long putt. Oh, just missed. Well, that's a bit disappointing. Big putt for par coming up. And there it is. Now 5 strokes behind. We find ourselves on a par 3 here. Going with the 9-iron, I think. This should play. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. It's just about 3 feet away. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Welcome to the tee of a par 4. Certainly good at making the birdies, but let's avoid those bogeys. This shot from about 190 yards out. 4 strokes off the lead. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Yeah, that was a safe play. Good opportunity coming up to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard. Fair effort. Putting for a par here. Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. Here we go, Rich. We're at the lucky last, teeing off the 18th hole. Lovely effort, that. Will this one hang on and find the fairway? Or is it headed towards the rough? And here we are with the 3rd shot. 4 shots behind our leader. It's fair to say that wasn't their best shot.
Can't fault him there. This rough is nasty. No fault in missing the green.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
He's looking at 20 foot. This will be a good putt to hole.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Just didn't drop. We don't want to drop any more shots. Let's make this for double. That signs off on this player's performance for the day. So the opening round in the books, Rich. Impressed with your efforts here in the booth. Thanks for your time.
Same, Luke. Enjoyed the day. Looking forward to tomorrow.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in and see you next time. 2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are delighted to present today's event. Today's coverage of the Kelly Classic is set to kick off. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam here as we keep an eye on this player who's been trailing in the tournament but has a real opportunity today.
They do. They need to get out there, though, and start firing at some flags. They've been playing very conservative all week long, and you can't continue to do that with any hopes of winning. You have to go ahead and start trying to take advantage of the conditions. Hit it close a few more times. And until they start doing that, I don't see them catching the leaders.
Oh, I'm fired up too, Rich. Let's see how this one plays out. A par putt awaits. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. Currently at 4 over for the tournament. We have a par 5 at this one. Wonderfully played. Time for the second shot here on the second hole. Playing this shot from 120 yards.
Wind back into their grill. They need to flight this one down.
That dog will hunt.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. That's well holed. And now at +4 for the event. Teeing off here at the third hole. He hit that pretty loose. Yep, that's a water ball. Getting ready to play their third. From about 100 yards. That was a bit of a miscue.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
That's a well-played chip shot there.
Yes. Very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Well done. Sitting at 6 over for the event.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. And he's down there.
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
Oh, this would be handy if he could bounce right. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I just don't see this happening. I tell you, I'd love to see this player prove me wrong, though.
Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. And in it goes for the par. Now 8 shots back after that hole. Here we are at the 5th hole. Terrific approach and a chance for a birdie here on the 5th. Fair effort that. Good birdie. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Nicely done.
Second shot here on the 6th. Oh, well played. That's frustrating. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Now 7 shots behind after that. Welcome to this par 5 hole. Time for the second shot here at the 7th. This shot from the first cut of rough. You like that, didn't you? What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
3 feet to go here to the hole. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. Time to play one of the one-shotters.
Needs a little members bounce to the right.
And he's safely on the green. Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. That's disappointing. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. We've reached the 9th hole. Time to tee off. They found the sand here.
This one's heading towards the cabbage.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. 5 shots off the pace. If he makes this, he'll save his par. Well, what about that, Rich? A great display of resilience.
Nicely done. Well fought hole right there. Bunkered off the tee, but makes that nice par save.
Sitting at 5 over for the event. Now a par 5 hole awaits. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Henny, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the sand.
Got some good distance on that one. Playing this shot from about 180 yards. 5 shots off the lead. And he's hit that inside the range. Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
That'll sting a bit. And the putt will go. What a great display of resilience on this hole.
In trouble off the tee in that fairway bunker with that putt. Saves the par. Well done.
Teeing off here at the 11th.
Just a slight bit uphill off the tee shot. Find a spot at that far bunker, Luke, that you want to aim at and go ahead and turn it loose. From there, second shot goes over a nice little meandering stream that wanders throughout the golf course to a green, clover-like in appearance, but I gotta say, this is really one of the coolest holes on the golf course. I love it.
Okay, not the best result, but a chance to get up and down.
And what a rare miss today. They've been so good with their approach shots.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. A par putt on the table. Ooh. And this one will be for bogey. Trailing by 7 after that hole. We have a par 3 on this one. Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
What happened there? That's not your best effort. Getting ready to play their third. Ooh, that almost went down. This one for bogey. Yeah, that's hold, but they seem to be losing a bit of their momentum.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
Well, thankfully, it's slightly downhill off the tee, but yes, avoid those bunkers down the right-hand side, and of course, that meandering brook that is a feature of this golf course. Big hitters can actually take it over everything down that right-hand side, but that's for the brave few. Second shot, downhill slightly to a massive green. Just some big bunkers on the left-hand side, but plenty of bailout room over to the right.
Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. That's not the outcome they were after.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch.
Judging it beautifully.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Time to face a par 4.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. Second shot here on the 14th. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
Missing it short there. They will definitely be upset.
Well, you like the look of those hands.
Such soft hands.
Big par saver coming up for this fella. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Well, that's a handy shot. Playing this shot from about 170 yards out.
They need to flight this one down into the wind.
Uh-oh, this one's out, heading towards the rough.
That's not what they were looking for.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
"19 feet to the cup."
Solid little par putt here.
Was on a good line. This is a bogey putt coming up. Sitting at 8 over for the event.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
This one looks just a fraction too long to me. Not bad. What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 24 feet from the cup.
Okay, steady now. An opportunity to make their par. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Teeing off here on the 17th hole. Henny, what's the player facing here?
A little bit of breeze ruffling the old hair, and it's coming straight on.
That was wonderfully done. 15 feet to the cup. bit too heavy-handed there. They're nicely holed. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Oh, this rough looks to be lush and thick, doesn't it? And here we are with the third shot.
Wind moving right to left on this shot.
That's inside the house of opportunity. Well, this will be a big birdie here. Good putt to make. Ouch, that hurts. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. And that will do it for this player today. Well, that was a pretty solid day's effort all round, and just 18 holes left to play.
And 18 holes of sensational fun is in store for us tomorrow, Luke. Just watch out.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. PGA Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you today's event. Today's coverage of the Kelly Classic is set to kick off. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. I'm Luke Elvey, here alongside Rich Beam, and it's the final round here, Rich. What's our next player up against as they begin it?
Right now, Luke, this player is trailing heading into the final round. However, many things can happen. If the leader stumbles, this player's got a great opportunity to bypass, overtake, and win this tournament.
Today's promising to be an exciting one, so let's get straight into the action. Good shot there, Beamer. So it'll be a par to start their round.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
Time to tee off at the second. And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. Bit disappointing, that one. Henny, how's that ball lying?
Oh, some smiles here, a bit of luck in the second cut. It's sitting nicely. Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. Ooh, right by the hole. This is a par putt. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. Currently at +8 for the event. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
Yeah, well played. Well, this will be a bonus, right on 17 feet from here.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Oh, just missed. Just a 4-footer remaining.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. This has to be one of the more difficult holes in golf. The long par 4.
Off the tee, your eyes look down the left-hand side and see two massive bunkers and obviously the water. So anything right of that is just fine. If you find the fairway, second shot is downhill just a little bit to a long, narrow green that has got bunkers down the right-hand side. Distance control with that second shot is absolutely imperative if they want to have a good look at birdie.
That was special.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
That's inside the range. Sitting at 7 over for the event.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
There's always a sense of excitement striding onto the tee of a par 3 hole.
Look, coming off a birdie at the last hole, this player finally is making something happen. Looking forward to the next hole, but danger lurks if they're not careful.
Oh, wonderful shot. And a chance for birdie at the 5th. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And this one is for his par. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Looks like they got all of that one. That's on a good line. Time for the second shot here at the 6th. This one is right down the pipe. That's a super shot. That's another green in regulation.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Oh, what a super shot. Now 8 shots back after that hole. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. That's nicely done. Second shot here on the 7th. Getting ready to play their third. And he's down there. You got to read.
This one will run uphill.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Ah, that's frustrating. Putting for a bogey. Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th.
L is for left. I don't know if they meant to do that.
A bit wild on approach there.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, Luke. This is a surprise, missing this one.
"11 feet left to the hole.
This is huge for momentum. Got to try and hold this. This for par.
And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off here at the 9th hole. Taking aim from around 190 yards here. Nicely done. This putt to move into the top 20 on the leaderboard. Not sure if they understood the lie of the land there, Rich. The game can be frustrating, can't it? Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. And after a bogey at the last, they're looking for a big drive on this hole. Time for the second shot at the 10th. Handy effort, that one. And here we are with the third shot. Great shot. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. Sitting at 8 over par for the event. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
Just a slight bit uphill off the tee shot. Find a spot at that far bunker, Luke, that you want to aim at and go ahead and turn it loose. From there, second shot goes over a nice little meandering stream that wanders throughout the golf course to a green, clover-like in appearance, but I gotta say, this is really one of the coolest holes on the golf course. I love it.
Well, a little off the target with that one.
And coming up well short.
Let's see if you can make this and keep the par on the card. That was a gallant attempt. It's just about 3 feet away. Well, to be honest, those are the putts you have to make at this level of competition. And that putt'll drop. Well done. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. We have a par 3 on this one. Birdies are good. Harness them. Block the bogeys. They're bad. Just a little off with the accuracy there. Unable to find the green.
A bit short with that effort.
This would be a great up and down. Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Look, I got to say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
That is hunting for the hole. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if he can bounce back. Setting up now on a par 4.
Well, thankfully, it's slightly downhill off the tee, but yes, avoid those bunkers down the right-hand side, and of course, that meandering brook that is a feature of this golf course. Big hitters can actually take it over everything down the right-hand side, but that's for the brave few. Second shot, downhill slightly to a massive green. Just some big bunkers on the left-hand side, but plenty of bailout room over to the right.
It's like that ball had a magnet in it for the bunker. Getting ready to play their third. Beauty of a chip shot there.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
A chance to save the par if he can make this one. Sitting at 11 over for the event.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
And from about 105 yards.
Yeah, that one's looking good. Terrific shot. And a chance for birdie coming up here at the 14th. Ooh. An opportunity to make a par here. Was on a good line. Just a short putt remaining here. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine. Taking aim from about 170 yards. Let's hope this one gets a good lie because it's heading towards the rough. And that was a bit of a misfire.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He'll be happy to hold this. 21 foot. Nice little par putt here.
Oh, so close. And this one will be for bogey. That's untimely. Back-to-back bogeys as we head down the stretch.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Teeing off here on the 16th hole. That should find the bunker. It's a little wayward.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
This putt from around 18 feet. Bit quick in the stroke, that looked pulled.